Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox these two nice looking AirMouse remotes. One is named G7 and the other one is called BLE 5.0. Now we will take a look exactly what's involved in these two remotes, what's going to bring on a table for us, and going to check them out on the screen on how it's going to function. I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family, and make sure you click the notification icon and select all in order for you to get notified once we have a new video out. If you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out ASAP. And click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly for you. Alright, you can see that the boxes are really nicely designed. I will go one by one and show you exactly what's involved inside of it. So here we go. This is the first one that we're going to open, and we're going to show you exactly what's involved in it. And yes, this is the very first time that we open. We don't exactly know what are these for. It looks like somebody already opened it, but let's just get into this and open it up. So there you go. This is how it looks. There is a little USB dongle that is part of it. So here is all the components that are part of the first box. Alright, so the first thing that comes inside of it is the user guide. It is in two different languages, but let's go to the English side. It has a lot of information and diagram and also how it's going to work. There are some little functions that you should learn and how you're going to be able to calibrate, and also sensors going to work, and wireless keyboard, AirMouse level. All of this, if you're really looking for this, don't worry, ask us and we will scan this and put it on our website so you can get a hold of this. And we will put that link at the bottom of the video if you request. The next thing that comes with it is a little USB charger. So this is micro USB and go into the actual USB 2.0 so you can charge your remote. It is not that long and you do not require it for it to be that long. On top of that, it takes very low voltage in order to charge it up. So you can connect this to any of your devices to charge it up. It should not take you more than 2 hours to charge it. There is a little USB dongle that is part of it. This is how your remote is going to work. So if you misplace this, your remote would not work. And then comes the actual remote. Now the remote looks really slick. It has all the buttons in the back that you're looking for. You can go through it. There is a function key. Also, it has the Windows keys there too. So that means it's going to work on Windows accurately for you. Now go into the front part of it. You have all of the buttons that you really require. Go into start right from the top. You have your power button, and then you have your volume down, volume up, all of your regular play and pause, rewind and fast forward, close button. Also, if you want to open a folder back, you want to go back and also move up and move forward. I do not know why they have those little icons there for folders, but that is how you're going to go up and down. And also there is a home button and it's called desktop, and also it says task view. You have escape button, Windows button. So I guess this is really going to be meant for Windows itself, but we're going to test it on Android box, and that way we're going to be able to tell you how good this is. And once we get a chance, we will be start playing with Windows with this also. So there is a escape button, mouse button, and also a tap button. You have a browser, and also you have the minimize button. You have a memory button. You also have a backlit, all of the rest of the buttons that are in the bottom. But again, you can see the design is really nice. There's nothing on the side. It looks like there's a little film that you can take off, and then that way it looks really slick. But I'm going to leave it. That way we're not going to scratch it. And go on here, it looks really cool too. Now going in the bottom part of it is you're going to be able to see the charging section itself. So that we're going to be able to charge it. That is micro USB, but there's no IR indicator, which is a really good thing. And there is a little hole over here. I do not know what it is meant for, but it is not for a reset. So we will go in the back. You have full keyboard in the back, and you can see it's set up really nicely. So we will test it, and then we will be able to tell you how good this is. Alright, so now we have Windows in front of us, as you can see, and also I have the remote. So let's go ahead and connect this, because this is created for Windows, to see how this will function on the screen. So as soon as we hook up the USB, so now in order to use the AirMouse first, you can press and you can see that the mouse is functioning very good. It looks like it is roughly about 400 dpi, the way that it moves. But again, it's really good. So if I have to go on a site and I have to bring up the browser, right there. So now I can go to search and I can flip my keyboard side and now I can type something. So let's say this remote is the best. You can see that it wrote it properly. Sometimes some of the remotes do give up really quick. So now once it's done, we can just go here and we can say, and then press the enter key. So now once you do that, it should automatically go and search. This is how easy it is to process this remote on the actual Windows. So now if we tilt it in the back and we have to press the Windows, you can see that when you press spacebar, it goes down, which is really good. So if I have to press the up button, it works perfectly. So that way it can go up, or if I want to go down all the way, right away, just have to press the spacebar and it should work. Now if I want to go back to Windows, alright, so that's how that part works. Now if I have to press home, it automatically minimizes everything, and that's really good. And I also have a little button right here. Now when I press that, it brings up my Windows button. So this way I will be able to select something from here and I can play with it. So that's how easy that part is too. But now if I have to turn this off and press the Windows key, it goes away. So there you go. Now they just open Edge. Remember that this is a new browser that is brought up by Microsoft and on Windows itself. So they have the little Windows key, and that's how that is possible. And if you want to minimize it back, there you go. So now this little buttons will function in a way so it will give you an effect that it is going to open up the Windows. So there you go. Now I'm going to maximize it. And now if I have to go to that little button and press it, there you go. Now it just makes it half of the screen. Now if I press the second one, it just minimize it, which is perfect. That's what we want. So these shortcuts really work on Windows, and there is more to play with. So this one is Task Manager. As soon as you press, it tells you that if you want to sign out or you want to lock or you want to go to Task Manager, that will work too. And there's one more. So I'm just pressing the buttons to see exactly what they do. And there you go. Now it just takes a screenshot, which I do not want. The X button, there you go. And I'm going to turn off the mice so this way it works out for us. But it has everything is functional on Windows. This is really good. So here you go. This is the same remote that I used on Windows. I'm going to use it right now on the XPL 3000 2017 edition, which is very convenient right now for me. So I hooked up the dongle already, and now if I press the mice, it comes up right away. You can see that it works perfectly. Now if I have to select the icons, now if I go to apps, alright, so this part works perfectly with this remote. Now if we have to go to the browser, and there you go, the browser just came up. And if I have to type something, I can use the on-screen keyboard using the mice itself, and I can select our name, and I can select search. That's one thing, but that's not what I want. What I want is going on the search part, and then I will turn off the mice, flip the keyboard, press space, and then I want to test something. So I want to say remotes, Exitex remotes. Let's see what it will come up with. And then when you press the enter key, it automatically just kicks you to the screen and it types Q. So I guess there is a little problem right now going on with this. So you have to scroll all the way to the side, press down, there you go, on that little icon, and then you have to press the enter key, and now it will do the search for you. And there you go, all of the remotes comes up. And if I have to scroll down a little bit, you can see there's a lot of things here so you can go through. So that means as this keyboard really works really good with Windows. When it comes to Android, it works, but it has some little issues. But again, if you want it, it's beautiful remote. It will work, and I'm sure that you will get used to it if you want to use it on Android. Except that this is really created for Windows, so I would really suggest for you guys to purchase one of these. Here's the last remote which we got, and this is what we were waiting for to grab our hands to. It is called BLE 5.0. So let's just open it up and see what's involved in this. So once you take it out, it's just the remote, and then you have the user guide that is part of it. Alright, so here is the actual user guide. This part is in Chinese. I do not know which language of China it is, but on the other side of it, you have the Bluetooth Air Mouse, it's called, and then you have everything there and what the company is meant for. Go into it. It says description on how you're going to be able to pair it. We will be showing that on this video, and also how to program and learning keys and how it will be working. So there is some information we will go through to capture and tell you everything about, but this user guide is very small, and how it works we will be able to tell you. So going on the bottom, it says transmission is Bluetooth 4.2, sensor is 6-axis and gyroscope, which means it's very good to navigate with it. On top of that, the number keys are 17, range is 10 meters, which is usually 4.2 is 10 meters. Now going, it takes 2 AAA batteries. It is working on with 3 volt, well, of course, and also working current is 5 milliamps, and standby current is 10 UA. And going in the bottom part of it, the size and the weight is all over here, but we don't really need that. So that's about it. It's just really small user guide, which is really useful. If you do require this too, please ask at the bottom of the video. We'll have to make that video for you guys, or make that scanning and put it on our website for you guys. All right, so let's go here. This is the remote. This is how it really looks. Very, very slick, very small in how it really functions. So yes, this one do have the IR sensor on the top. Now going around, there's nothing else around, but in the bottom, when you open, is where you're going to be putting the 2 AAA batteries, which is not included in the box. But once you purchase it, you will be able to see that how nice this is. And going to the front part of it, you can see that there is a power button. Then you have the little LED light. These two I do not know yet. It doesn't have a sound search with this, but there's a play and pause. The Air Mouse remote, you have the 4-way navigation key with the OK in the middle. I really like that little blue cut that they have done here. And also you have the return key, the menu key, also the page up and down, the volume up and down, the home button, the delete button, and also the mute button. That's about it. There's nothing else with this. So we will be testing this in a few seconds. We will show you step by step of how this is going to work with your Android box, or even with your tablet, with your gamepad, or even smart TV. But the one we will be testing on is going to be just a Android box. All right, so in this video, we're going to use our projector. So that way we can show you exactly how we will be able to go through and connect via Bluetooth. And that way we will be able to make the remote work accurately with this. So let's just go to it. So we're going to say add Bluetooth, and then we're going to put this on a pairing mode. So it's a return key and the OK button, and there you go. Now it found it. So we have to select it, and now it says pairing, and you can see it that it is blinking. And once it gets paired, it should stop blinking and it should get really smooth and slow. And there you go. Now it is paired. So now we can use this remote to function our Buzz TV. So we will press back and back. There you go. Now you can see that it is going back. And if we press home, it goes home. Now we can use our regular up and down navigation key so we can select certain things. Here's the best part. Since this is Bluetooth and it has the Air Mouse remote, which is right here, let's enable it. And now you can see that with Bluetooth, this works. So now we can go something like, if I have to go to Netflix and I have to log in, takes a couple of seconds, and there you go. Now very easily I can go through it and I can select certain video so I can play. As an example, this one called Sleepover, and we can go through it, and now we will be able to select and play anything we want. So that's how easy it is to play with something like this as an Air Mouse. Now that's not the only thing. If we go back and we want to just regular go through and select certain things, it's very good. Now I don't have to really point it to the box or point it to the TV itself. Even if I have to point away, you can see that I am able to select other things. This is why this remote is a must to have. So this is beautiful. Except that it's very inexpensive. Links will be available where you can order this from, and I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment in the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is exitex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places, and thank you.